Airstream song, cruising to the campsite singing our song. Airstream song, we are the Airstream nerds.
I'm working with the repeater. I had this metal job box a while back. Had it for a really long time. Kept it because it was a nice aluminum box. Wasn't really sure what if I would ever use it for anything. Turns out I'm going to mount this under the propane tank lid. Just going to wire tie it to one of the braces in there. It had two of the wire clamps in there. I took one out and I just put a metal snap-in blank. I've taken the antenna and I've just used nuts and washers, some lock washers, put that onto the lid. I drilled a hole and I've got a little switch so I can turn it on and off. Just a single pole, single throw switch. I've notched the corner down here. I would have drilled a little hole and ran it through there, but the fuse would have not passed through unless I made a big hole, and I didn't want to have a big hole. So it essentially, with the wire underneath, it goes through that notch, and it'll go together like so. Screws on the ends will hold it together. So I bought this, I guess this is a jumper for something on Amazon. But I'm going to cut it in half and I'm going to use this as a quick connect. So when I'm all done, this is just going to hang out of here like so, and I'll be able to disconnect the rest of the wiring that's going straight to the battery. I'll be able to disconnect the wiring from this box so I can take the cover off the propane and, so I don't have a permanent wire there. I also, I had this all from a set of lights. So I've already got the lugs for connecting to the batteries. So I'm just going to solder and use some heat shrink, and I'm going to wire all this stuff up. I'm going to wire the switch in with the positive. Just, on the other side of the fuse. I'm going to splice this in just to be able to disconnect it. So when it's winter, when it's sitting, this thing isn't running the whole time. I'm taking a draw on the battery. So I made the coupler here. I had to put several layers of heat shrink on there because the wire was actually too small to fit in that clamp. So I put about 4 or 5 pieces of heat shrink on there, and the last piece a little longer so it sealed the ends, and looks like we've got a nice tight wire. Alright, so now I've soldered the positive side to the switch and then the negatives together to the jumper. So now this is all done. I'm going to put some wire nuts on these just to protect them from shorting. Then we'll put the box together. Alright, so I've got the main setup all done. Soldered and heat shrinked. Got those connectors. I'm going to connect them up to my jump box, and we'll see. So we're connected up to a 12-volt jump box. Hit the switch. Light comes on, it's powered up. Hit the switch, powers off. That way, whenever we're not driving, I can keep the battery drain down by just turning it off without having to do anything else. And then, in the winterizing, I can disconnect it completely so there's zero battery draw. Or, I could just take the leads off. Anyway, next step is to get it mounted actually on the trailer. All right, got my box installed. The switch turns it on and off, so I don't really have to winterize it. I don't have to worry about it killing the battery. I can also disconnect it right here. Now, I have the wire tied to the gas line going down, but I added this one here just so it doesn't flop around and stuff. It's I don't want it banging on here and making some wear spots, so I just put this one here. Now, taking this whole thing off, just cut this tie and unplug it, and the whole thing comes off, and you don't have to worry about unwiring it. Now, I ran it down inside, and I had a hole here already inside of the battery compartment. I just ran the wire through there and connected it to the terminals on the battery. Real simple. It's doing what it's supposed to do. I've got to replace the batteries in my sensors. I think I have one that I got issues with. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off, and done for the day. All in all, I like the way this mounts right here onto this cross piece with stainless steel screw. Everything's good to go, nice and solid. Probably could have done it a lot easier, a lot simpler, but I had all the parts laying around, so I went ahead and did it. This is Jeff from Airstream Nerds.